So it was the summer of 1999. I was working for a church organization in a program called Youth-Led Revivals. It was 8 weeks, 8 different churches, a church every single week. And every week we'd stay in the home of one of the members of the church. Now, that's where I met the old man. We stayed at his home. And when I say old, I mean like old, right? Like think Methuselah old. Right? He's on oxygen hours a day sitting in his chair. He talks slow. He walks slow. He had a walker, right? It seemed like he thought slow. So Justin and I get to his house. We throw our stuff in the guest room. We walk into the hallway, and there he is. He's standing there waiting for us. He's got a little notepad in his hand. It's got spirals at the top. It's maybe 3 inches by 5 inches. An old yellow number 2 pencil in the other, probably older than I am, right? And his hand's shaking a little, and he's standing there, and he had the pad open. He looks up at Justin. He says, "Do you eat breakfast?" Simple enough question. "Yes, sir, I eat breakfast," Justin replies. Checks a box. He turns to me, right? "Do you eat breakfast?" "Yes, sir, I love breakfast," right? He turns back to Justin after checking a box. He goes, "Do you eat eggs?" Justin's like, "Yes, sir, I like eggs." Turns back to me. "Do you eat eggs?" "Yes, sir, love eggs." Right? So I'm starting to catch a pattern, right? And he goes through this whole laundry list of questions. Breads, right? Do you like white bread or wheat bread or bagels or English muffins? First Justin, then me. Then he goes, "Do you like it toasted or not toasted?" Juices. Do you like orange juice, apple juice, grape juice, cranberry? Justin, me, always Justin, me. I try to get a little preemptive at one point. I'm like, whatever Justin likes, I'm going to like the same thing because I think this list could go on the rest of my life, right? So I try to get preemptive. He's having nothing to do with it. No, Justin, then me. It's like a tennis match, back and forth, back and forth. We go into breakfast meats. Do you like bacon? Do you like ham? Do you like sausage? How do you like it? Coffee, cream, sugar, all of this stuff. I'm going crazy because it's so foreign to me. I'm 18 years old. I'm ready to take on the world. I'm not doing this crazy long list. But he just keeps going. The pressure's building. I'm trying not to laugh. You know when you're a little kid and they tell you not to laugh? It makes it even harder not to laugh. So I don't even dare make eye contact with Justin or I'm going to lose it, right? But the list goes on until finally he finishes up. He closes his list. And I remember it like it was yesterday. He looks up at us and he says, "This week you're staying at my home and you're the most important person in my life." Nobody had ever told me that before. I was in shock. And not only did he say it, but his list just proved that he spent weeks doing everything he could to make it perfect for us. And I've never been the same. I was reminded of that story a little over a month ago. I'm speaking in Carnegie Hall with Michael Gerber and a whole laundry list of people. Martha Stewart, iced tea and cocoa. And Michael and I had breakfast that morning. We're walking down the street towards the hall. And I look over and I say, "What's the greatest lesson you ever learned?" Without skipping a beat, he says, "Be present." And it reminded me of the old man. It reminded me of just so much of my life. I get consumed with all the stuff. And I forget what's most important. You know, the Bible makes it very simple. It says, love the Lord your God with all your heart. Love your neighbor as yourself. And all this other stuff, if you'll do that, all this other stuff will be added to you. You know, but we get so consumed by all the stuff. So my encouragement to you today is make it real simple. If you want to have true riches in life, then love the Lord your God with all your heart, first and foremost. Love your neighbor as yourself, just like the old man did for me. And if you'll do that, then all of these things will be added to you.